And we're back. So this is after a further 24 hours of our acid bath. I'm going to take the paper towels off, see how our bar looks. And here we are, our finished bar. It's actually looking pretty good now. It's not as good as a new bar at this point. It's lost a bit of its protective coating through the rust, but it's looking in really good shape now. When we first got the bar, it was covered in chalk and had a lot of rust on it. We've since removed that, and now we've got a bar that actually looks like it's good enough to be used in the gym. Now, when it comes to barbell maintenance, this is a way to go about restoring a bar, and if your bar is worse, you can do a prolonged acid bath or do it a few times over a couple of days if it doesn't strip all the rust out. However, just note that that is effectively taking the rust off the bar, which is going to cut out the sort of cancerous part. However, that may come at the cost of the protective coating. And like all things, you shouldn't have to do this if you maintain your bar. So if you look after your bar properly, you won't have to do things like acid baths in order to try and restore it. Prevention is always better than a cure. So what are the actual causes of rust on our bar? This bar was in Darwin for a period of time, so high humidity, that is going to cause rust. That humidity is going to interact with the bar, and over time, even with a protective coating, you still can get rust. Protective coatings don't prevent rust, they reduce the impact or rate of rust. So you still need to look after your bar. The other cause was chalk. Every time you put chalk on your hands and onto the bar, you leave chalk residue. If you understand how chalk works, calcium carbonate, it actually absorbs moisture. That moisture stays with the chalk on the bar. So every time you chalk up to use your bar, to improve your grip strength, you need to remove the chalk from the bar after every use. Grab something like a nylon brush, hard plastic, scrub it out of the knurling. Done. That is going to prevent moisture staying on the bar and causing rust faster. The other thing to do is to apply a light coat of oil as well. If needed, scrub the oil into the bar with your nylon brush. Then give it a quick wipe down with a cloth. That's all you gotta do. You should do that every time you use your bar, at the absolute worst case, once a week. I make a habit of cleaning my bars after every single use. So every day I train, I clean the bar that I use. If you use your bars more infrequently or you're short on time, you can do that weekly instead. However, I recommend doing it after every single use. Now, if you don't use your bar very frequently, or you have to put it into storage, or you're not using it for a period of time, then you need to take a bit more proactive approach, and I would actually coat the bar in a heavy coat of oil, then wrap it in something oil-proof, like some sort of plastic wrapping. That is going to keep your bar really oily for its period of non-use, and that's going to prevent any chance of rust building up. And even then, it wouldn't hurt to, once every 3 months, just to pull it out, give it a quick look over, give it a quick scrub, coat it in oil, wrap it up again in something oil-proof like a plastic sheet. Anyway, that's it.